What up guys, Maxito here, bringing you the news on Resolv TGE. It looks like we're gonna have it by the end of this month, May, or next month around June more or less. So if we check the documents, it says that there will be a registration process, which will be first half of May 2025. So I'm expecting it to be within the next 7 days. We will get some type of link to register and add our wallet. So basically something similar to Hyperlane, and hopefully, I really hope that whoever did not claim, they can take that amount and then allocate it to us and not send it back to the DAO. I really hope so. But registration will be within the next week. It looks like it is going to be only for a week, if I'm understanding it right. And then after that, there is some Sibyl screening, obviously preparing the airdrop. And after that, we will have the claiming phase, which will be up for 30 days. So what can we expect when it comes to Resolv? Number one, just checking some stats real quick, which is not bad at all. So they have around 50,000 users. Probably they're going to be slashing, I don't know, maybe 10,000 users from there. TVL is 350,000. Real yield is 10 million. So not bad at all. It is actually a pretty decent project if you look at the stats. From there, if we look at the tokenomics, total supply will be 1 billion tokens, which it doesn't really matter if it is 1 billion or 1 trillion, because we don't know how many tokens we're going to be receiving. So until we get the checker, we actually don't know if it is that good or bad. The airdrop season 1, they allocated 10%, which is not vested. So that's a good thing, unless you are within the top wallets. I don't know what amount, maybe 5%, 10%. I really don't know. I know I am not within the top wallets. Probably you're not, because within all my wallets combined, I have 3. I probably have around 120 million points, which is not a lot because I've seen people with billions. So I'm not that big on Resolv. So not bad at all. 10%, pretty decent amount. And also, since it is unlocked, I do like it. Now we also have some speculation. Again, it is just speculation. We don't know. Coming from Foin underscore. So how much is the price for 1 million points? Right now, there is an amount more or less of 6.5 trillion points, which is a crazy amount. Total supply is 1 billion. The airdrop is 10%, and current TVL is 350 million. So what I have seen lately for the past months, even years, is that usually when a project has, let's say, 100 million, 300 million in TVL, the FDV is usually anywhere between 0.7 as a multiplier up to maybe 1.3. So if we just hit it right there in the middle, FDV can be maybe 300, 350 million for a neutral speculation. Now, a bad speculation obviously would be 100 million, less than 100 million, and a pretty bullish scenario would be 500 million, which is something that I'm not expecting. So for me, anywhere between 250, 350 is what I'm expecting for the airdrop. Now, for points, we have 1 million points should equal to, let's say at 300 million would be 462. So that means if you have 1 million points, should be getting around $4.62. That is obviously without taking into consideration that they're going to be removing some of the Sibyls, and we don't know if they're going to add some type of multipliers or anything like that. Now, if it is 350 million, it would be $5.38. So for example, myself, I have 120 million. I should be expecting around anywhere between 500, 600-ish if it is the FDV between 300 and 350 million, which is not that great, but also taking into consideration that I did nothing. The fees that I paid are next to nothing also, because you just take and leave your funds there. And I also use my USR to allocate it into levels, which is another tokenless project. So how I'm seeing it, if I can hit 600, 700 bucks on this, then hopefully hit another maybe 400, 500 bucks on levels combined, it is not that bad. I should be getting maybe 1K. Obviously, that is on a good scenario. On the other hand, probably I can get less. So either way, I'm okay with the airdrop because I'm not losing anything. What I used was stable coins, so I'm completely fine with it because I can also just go ahead and claim whatever amount I have currently on Resolv. So yeah, this is more or less of the amount that you should be expecting. Every million points, anywhere between $4 to $6 is what I'm expecting. Also on a really bad scenario, probably $3. So just do your math. If you have 10 million, if you have 100 million, or even a billion more than me, you just can do the math and see more or less how much you should be receiving. On a side note, please go ahead and follow Resolv, just because if the registration process is only for a week, make sure that you are activating your notifications so you can register your wallet. I will still try to make a video on it, but just in case, we never know, maybe I get sick or something, and I'm unable to make the video, so hopefully you guys can register for it. So far, that is the information that we got. Hopefully we can get something out of it, and obviously, as usual, move to the next one. Any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Peace out.